Trying to think of how to. Do you want me to just like sit here?
Yeah.
Does that work?
Yeah, that's perfect. Alright, so we're actually here now on the tour bus, on their RV. Who's got the biggest mess on this RV?
Oh, it's definitely between Andrew and Jacob. They have an ungodly amount of shit, and it's just everywhere all the time. It looks like a suitcase exploded most times on the RV. Yeah, definitely those two, Jacob and Andrew. Jacob does our photos and media, and Andrew, guitar player. Yeah, they're by far the messiest guys.
And who's probably the stinkiest guy?
Oh man, stinkiest? Dude, that's a tough one. I don't think any of us like really ever like stink bad, but if we're talking sweat, it's also Andrew. He is just a pool. Like he could be sitting and it's just a little bit too hot in here and he's just dripping. So, Andrew once again.
And growing up, what is the worst haircut that you might have ever had?
When the guys met me, I had like a number 2 like shaved head with like the, what do you call that when they like point like a shape up? Yeah, it was like 2011. That was like a big thing in Delaware, I guess. So I had one of those.
It was a big thing everywhere.
Yeah, but I think the guys still bring that up every now and then. That like when we met, I just had this like silly haircut for, you know, I don't know. I just feel like I kind of looked like an asshole, if I'm being honest with you. So probably my worst haircut would have been the shaved head. Yeah. No, I met them through some mutual friends that we had, like, I had played music with, and they had also played guitar, you know, played. It's like you're kids and you're just jamming in your basement with just like whoever, you know what I mean? So it just so happened that I heard their band. I think I actually heard their, like, some of their like very first recordings like before I was playing with them just on MySpace, and I was like, oh, like my buddy knows these guys, like I'll just like it'd be cool to go like hear him, you know, play or whatever. And that was pretty much it. Yeah, mutual friends, you know, in the scene or whatever you want to call it, you know.
Now when it comes to like structuring and like building out a song, who do you think out of you guys is probably like, if someone had if you had to like pick someone in the group, would that like strong suit be?
So I actually do most of our like initial recording. So that also in turn is like, you know, if somebody's got a riff or an idea, then I'll take said riff or idea and, you know, structure out what a song might be in like 3 to 4 minutes or whatever. And doing it all like in the, you know, there's a lot of stuff you do in the computer these days that's, you know, it can make it pretty easy to just get like a sketch of an idea out so that there's something that's inspiring enough for, you know, Colin to start humming along to. And then we kind of try to find melodies together. But I think as far as a lot of that, or, you know, as far as that heavy lifting goes, I'd say that I probably take the most of that, but that's, again, not to say that, you know, all of us write, you know what I mean? It's just, I think I do most of that work.
That's a fascinating skill, honestly, to be able to structure a song and figure out.
Yeah, it's, you know, it's fun. That's why we do it.
Well, I mean, you do it, so
Yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like for you, it's like nothing new, you know what I mean?
Right,
But for
right.
me, I'm just like, dude, that's fucking great.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
Because then I listen to the finished product, you know what I'm saying?
Right, totally.
And I've also, I wouldn't know how to go backward, like to how to break that down backward.
Right, like deconstruct it to understand
Exactly,
what's
yeah.
going on, for sure.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just so fascinating.
Yeah, I guess we kind of do take it for granted, you know, in a sense. It's just like it's what we do, you know, but that's with anybody's profession. I do my best with skincare in general. It's really difficult to do, you know, these days on the road are just so long that it's like by the time you get to like bedtime, you're just like, dude, I just want to lay down. But I find that my, you know, it's just the same thing with, you know, taking your shower in the morning or at the end of the night. It's like it just calms you down a little bit, and I think that also adds a level for me of like when I'm on top of that routine, it's just like it's a ritual in a sense of like, okay, I'm doing this now, and this concludes my day. And it also, it's skincare, so your skin doesn't look like shit when you do
Oh
it
yeah, dude.
consistently. You know what I mean?
Especially when you're eating out and like
Yeah, it's
drinking more,
for
like
sure.
probably not drinking as much water and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah, all those variables add up, and you start to get like red, or you
Do
get
you
a
miss a routine when you're on the road?
for sure. I'm very routine oriented at home, and I do my best out here for sure. Like it's really easy to get into the habit of going to bed at like 3 or 4 a.m. and waking up at noon, but I'm very much like myself and Noah, who plays bass with us on the road. We're 9 times out of 10 the first two people in bed every night. It's just like as soon as I'm done in there, like I come on here, chill for maybe 20 or 30 minutes, and then it's like bedtime because I want to be up, at like 8 or 9, and have my morning before this whole shit show starts again.
And what are you looking forward to most after tour?
Um, just getting home to the quiet for a little while. We've been on the road a lot this year, and just getting home to the fiance and the dog, and just like, feel normal for a little while before we hit the road again. But that's every tour. You get to that point where it's like I want to get back to that.